truth that you are a slave. Like everyone else, you were born into bondage, born into a prison for your mind.
Greetings. Today I want to speak to you concerning how to feel it into existence, and how Abdullah the Black Mystic from Ethiopia would have taught Neville Goddard how to feel his desire into existence. And so your wish can be fulfilled if you know how to feel it into existence. Now, one thing I want to share with you that Abdullah would have shared with Neville Goddard is that the Bible is a book of mind science, and that it should be interpreted psychologically. Therefore, you are to look inwardly to find that God and man are one. And so, in order for you to enjoy your creation or your manifestation, you have to know how to feel your desire into existence. Now, this secret of feeling your desire into existence is in Acts, I think Acts chapter 17, where it talks about you shall find him if you feel after him. So, in a while, I'm going to go into more detail of how you really go about with this feeling for him. Okay? But he said if you shall find him, you got to feel after him. Also, the secret is written in the story of Jacob and Esau and their blind father, which represents the subconscious mind, as Isaac. And it says that Isaac said, "Come close, let me feel you." He even said also, "Let me smell you." And he pronounced the blessing on Jacob. And we see also that it teaches you again concerning the feeling and how Jacob wanted a blessing, and he held to the angel, and the angel represents your thoughts, your desire, the thing that you want so much. Okay, because an angel is a messenger, will bring message to you, and from it is your thought. So when you have your desire and you hold to it until you have a certain feeling, it tells you that the creation process, when it is finished, that the soft part between him and I, it will shrink. And that was the time when that blessing was pronounced on Jacob. And we see when Jacob came into the blessing again. You see? So my brother and my sister, it's very important to understand how to feel the thing into existence. And so when you go into silence and you start to imagine that which you so desire, you got to bring it close. And you're going to bring it close in that you're going to be a part of the vision. It wouldn't be you looking at the vision. It would be you in the vision acting out everything. Because you're the star in your movie, and you're the director, and you're the producer. You're the everything in your movie, and you're acting it out. And so your hands must move, your feet must move if it's required. So you have an imaginary hand, you have an imaginary feet, you have imaginary air, you have imaginary mouth, you have imaginary nose. All of the senses, it's in the imaginary state also, because this physical body that we use to contact this physical world is just an expression of the spiritual body that we have to contact the spiritual world. So you can feel, you can taste, you can touch in the spirit realm. Okay? And so you have to actually feel you shaking someone's hand if you desire a certain job, or you desire a certain promotion, and you know that you're going to seal it with a shake hand, or you're going to hear the voice echoing to you, gratitude to have you on board, and so on. Okay? And you can hear and you can see in that realm, so you can see the person who's speaking to you too. And you can hear the person's voice. And different to actually feeling the thing as real, you must have the feeling also that it is so. Because that feeling that you would have is actually your emotion, and emotion is energy in motion. So whenever you desire to bring something into this existence, you have to realize that everything is already created. It's already there in our realm. And you understand that everything is energy, vibration, and frequency. So you realize you have to bring yourself up to a certain frequency. That frequency what means how much you believe what you are doing and how much you actually participate in within the world as spirit. And that is why, for example, if you have to open a door, you're going to use your imaginary hand and reach out with your imaginary hand and hold the knob of that imaginary door and open that imaginary door. If you have to write, you're going to take your imaginary hand and write with your imaginary hand. And so you have to practice with your imaginary self. You can stay home and practice. Practice to smell something in your imagination. Practice to touch something in your imagination. Practice to actually feel something in your imagination and learn to distinct different things. You can actually take different things in your hand and feel them. You can have someone put certain things in your hand and feel them. And through your imagination, you will know that this one is this one is that, this one is this one is that. So my brother, my sisters, everything have different shapes, different colors, and so on. So it's very, very important you learn how to shape things in your mind. You can look at things and you see the shape, and you can create that shape in your mind. You see, we are always all picturing that which is within. It's something that's always taking place. So my brother, my sisters, you have to have that feeling, that strong feeling, and you have to be able to use all the senses that I'm saying. You have to feel it into existence. Because if you do all of these things, then you do not have the feeling. You're not setting it in motion. You got to have that feeling, that arousal. It's like a spiritual orgasm. That is you activating the creative power. So you must get into that strong feeling that it is so. And feel how you would feel having the thing or being the thing. And it will come to pass. It will definitely come to pass. Especially if you do it night after night. Just before you fall asleep, as you're getting close to that drowsy, sleepy state. And it will definitely become yours. So all these secrets of feeling your desires into existence is written in the Bible. Because the Bible is all about the Creator. And the Creator is about the creative power that is within you. And that's how you create. You create by understanding how to manipulate energy. So you transmute energy into matter. So you take from the formless and bring it into the form. From the spiritual, invisible world to the physical, visible world. That's creation story. That is you learning to create your reality consciously. And that's how you would know that definitely that there is a creator within you. Okay, so we see when Neville Goddard found this truth, when he was instructed by his mentor Abdullah, the black mystic from Ethiopia, we see that Neville confessed that that discovery is actually true Christianity. So true Christianity must always be pointing you to look inwardly to discover that your real identity is your divinity, and that true salvation is self-realization, and it can only be experienced through demonstration. So that's why you have to be a doer, not just a hearer. Do what I'm saying to you to do. It's so simple. To close your eye and imagine. You can imagine yourself smelling, you can imagine yourself touching, you can imagine yourself walking, you can imagine yourself laughing, you can imagine yourself talking. You can do all of these things in your imagination. You can do all things in your imagination. So when it says that I can do all things through Christ who strengthens me, is your imagination talking about. That inner man, that inner power that you can use to achieve every desire. So, my brother, my sisters, I just want to, encourage you to get into that feeling of your wish fulfilled and use your senses in the spirit world, because you are spirit having a human experience, and the law is only here to help us. And every one of us have been creating. Many of us have been creating unconsciously, and all I'm doing is teaching you how to create consciously, to discover that your Savior is within, that your Redeemer is within, and also to prove for yourself that the greatest lie that been ever fed to humanity, that Jesus and Mary's story that was told to you as if it is literal and that it is secular history. But I'm saying to you, it's all about the human psyche. Therefore, look inwardly and learn to create your reality consciously. So, with that being said, my brother, my sister, I want to thank you very much for listening to me. I want to say to you, if this is the very first time that you listen to me, I want to say it makes sense, it really resonates with you, and you haven't subscribed already, I'm definitely encouraged to subscribe, to like, to comment, or to share this video. Also, if you'd like to follow me on Instagram or you'd like to follow me on TikTok, you can follow me at Black Mad Guru. And if you ever feel strongly led to support this work, I want to let you know that there's a PayPal and the link is down below, or then feel free to check it out. Also, I want to encourage you to be a part of my Patreon community. There's a lot of good work that is there in my Patreon community that are going to really help you, okay, to grow and to expand and so on, okay. And there are lectures that there, like 1 hour, okay, long, and they can really help you, especially if you're now coming into this kind of truth and you want to grow and expand and know more, okay. It's very important. So if you feel strongly led to do so, you can definitely check it out also. I want to also introduce you to a course that I have there, and my Patreon is called The Inner Sun Science and Technology to Create Your Reality Consciously. And it's for people donating $20 or more. It's all about you discovering that light that is within you and getting in alignment with the sun, so that you would bring forth just like the sun always bring forth based on anything it shines upon. It will always bring forth, and whatever you put your hand to, it will always bring forth when you are in alignment. So if you feel strongly led to listen to those videos, you're very much welcome to be a part. So with that being said, my brother, my sister, I want to say peace, love you all, out.